Everyone, we need to have a very important discussion when it comes to supporting films in theaters. When people go to the movie theaters, they go watch, you know, Uncharted, Spider-Man, Batman, you know, franchise films, the movies that we are tired of seeing. When it comes to original movies, people just don't want to show up. And it's our job to support these films. There's one film out in particular that really, really needs our support. And that film is Ambulance. Ambulance is a 2022 action film directed by auteur, yes, auteur, filmmaker Michael Bay, who has directed many films spanning from Transformers to The Rock, okay, and Pain and Gain. This is a film about a bank robbery gone wrong. One guy, he needs a bunch of money for his wife's surgery, and his brother, who's a career criminal, Jake Gyllenhaal, is going to help him out. Things go awry with stuff happening. They end up in an ambulance. There's a paramedic there with a cop that's bleeding out, and they gotta go. It's kind of like Speed. There's been a bit of conversation on film Twitter about Michael Bay, whether he's an auteur filmmaker or not. Some people say that he's got a very unique style, say what you will about it, and that you know it when you see it. It's a Michael Bay movie. Some people say that he's the most corporate studio hack director out there. All I will say is that when you watch a Michael Bay movie, you know it's Michael Bay. And Michael Bay is always involved when it comes to camera work, when it comes to filmmaking. In this film, especially with its use of drones, there is always something going on. He is never just putting the camera down and just letting things happen. He is always doing something to heighten the emotions, the tension, everything. And sometimes, as we've seen with certain movies, it doesn't work out so well. Sometimes it's best if you just honestly show a black screen. But with a premise like this, where there's always tension, there's always something to worry about, it's actually quite perfect. So, my thoughts on this movie overall, which was my fourth most anticipated film of the year, is that it actually exceeded my expectations. I thought that this was genuinely a really, really thrilling, fantastic movie, and I loved it. What I was kind of hoping for when I was going into this movie was that I would not ironically like it, but that the highs would be really, really high and I would have a really fun time. But not only did I have a really fun time, but there were genuine moments where I actually felt the emotion and the emotionally manipulative music and things happening in the movie actually got to me, especially near the end. And not only that, but I was actually really not white knuckle tense, but I was actually really uncomfortable at times, which is exactly what the movie wanted. The performances from Jake Gyllenhaal, Isa Gonzalez, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II were absolutely incredible. These three were so just easy to watch. They were just so interesting and fantastic, and they worked so well with each other. And not only that, but also the characters outside of this ambulance. You also had Garrett Dillahunt and others who were also really compelling. Another thing about this movie that was really effective was the drone shots. The drone shots are constantly thrown in there, and so there's literally a drone shot in the ambulance, which doesn't... Why would you do that?
And I don't know what I do, but I just know how to do what I'm doing, but I don't know what the F I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, all right? And it's like...
Anyways, the drone stuff was just great. I loved it. It was fun. It was creative. It was just... the more the merrier. I was hoping this movie should have been shot completely with a drone. The only problem that I would say about this movie, okay, there are a few, but really the only one that truly bugged me was sort of the runtime. It could have been shorter. I think it could have been shorter than a bit shorter than 2 hours. I think 2 hours was a good time to aim for with a movie like this. There's a fast pace to this movie, and that always kept me interested. I was never bored, but it just could have been tighter. Anyways, I would recommend this movie. For those who are watching a bunch of remakes and franchise movies and shit, you need to get off your ass. You need to stop watching that bullshit that the studios keep on shoving out. And you need to watch a film. Can you do that? Can you watch a film? Just a film. And that movie's called Ambulance. I don't really see any other films like this, original movies out right now. Ambulance is the one, and that's the one you gotta support. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd. Have a great day.